Welcome back to the Healed Process podcast, where we are going to be exploring today the path to emotional freedom, soul alignment, and self empowerment. I'm Sarah Sparks, your host and creator of the Healed Process. And today's episode is all about soul alignment, the power of soul alignment, why connecting with your true self matters. And we're going to be covering what it truly means to be to have soul alignment, why it's so powerful, and how connecting with your true self can change everything about the way you experience life. Let's begin with what is soul alignment? Let's be honest. I had no idea that I even had a soul at one point. Did you hear that from episode 1? And I didn't understand if I was in alignment with my soul or not. But I will have to tell you, soul alignment at its center, at its heart, is about living in harmony with who you really are. It's about living from your values, your purpose, and your highest desires. I mean, first of all, you need to know what you value and your purpose and highest desires. I taught for quite a while on living in integrity. And it was one of the first things that, as the CEO of my life and CEO of my business, when I asked myself, who am I as a CEO of my life? The first word that came to me was integrity. I thought, well, you see that on many corporations and many signages, or like, these are my values, I have integrity. But I was like, what does integrity really mean? And it's consistently living according to your values, beliefs, and principles. And I was like, wow, do I really know my values? Do I really know my purpose and my highest desires and my beliefs? So I would recommend, if you're feeling misaligned or that if you're feeling stuck, start with finding your values. What is your purpose and what are your highest desires? Because when you're aligned with your soul, there's a sense of flow and ease that's happening. And life also feels less like a series of struggles and more like a purposeful, driven journey. That there feels like it is intentional, and there's a curiosity that begins to form, and you're like, ooh, I wonder what magic is going to be happening next. I wonder what's going to be lining up. And it's a deep connection to your inner truth. There is a knowing. Oh gosh, guys, there is this game that I love to play with. And it's, I just simply ask, what do I know? So I connect with my soul, and I connect and I align with my soul, and I connect with my inner knowing. And in this instant, and whatever arises to the top, I'm like, what is it that I know? And I allow it to surface. It's a fun game for me. What do you do as something that's fun in connecting with your soul, and being in alignment with soul? I also have to say that soul is also that it's the guide to every decision, every relationship, and every opportunity. Think of it as living life from the inside out, where instead of being swayed by outside world's expectations, you get to be grounded in your own truth, unshakable and authentic. If you're new to me, you won't know this, but if you aren't new to me and you've been around me, and God bless those that get to live with me, because my husband says this, my husband says to other people, she is the most truthful, honest person you will ever meet. And sometimes that has gotten me in trouble, but it's true. I am the messenger of truth. I have founded my life and I've dedicated my life to being the truest, most authentic, clearest channel through which divine can work because I want to be giving that information that I am receiving in the clearest, most concise way for you and others to understand and to embody and create your own lives from your own truths. But I feel like if I am emulating that energy of truth and honesty, it's easier for those stepping into their own truth to emulate that as well. So, oh yeah, I wanted to add in here when my brain sometimes bird walks, so you're just gonna have to enjoy the ride. And when I was talking about when I said that soul is guiding every decision, it made me think of something that divine guidance had shared with me a few years ago that was very helpful in understanding soul. So you're sitting in your car and you want to enter an address into the GPS system, or it's to know where you need to go. Okay. And so you're like, I don't know the route, but I know where I need to go. And so I need to enter the address into the GPS, and then the GPS system generates a route that's most effective and efficient for you to get to where you want to go. Divine had me sit in my own vehicle, my body. You have a vehicle too, your body. And I sat in my body, and Divine says, now where do you want to go? Sometimes we think that divine is the address we enter into the GPS. But divine, God, source, creator, spirit, the universe, higher self, higher consciousness, divine is the GPS. Our soul is the address we enter into the GPS. So that's why it is so important that soul alignment matters. And it is the key to fulfillment. Many of us have been taught to look outside of ourselves for that validation, success, and happiness. But we leave it up to others then outside of ourselves for that happiness. But without alignment, even those successes can feel empty. Have you ever felt that way? I know I have. Even doing this purpose-driven work, I wasn't in alignment with my soul when I was creating certain offers and opportunities, even though those offers and opportunities received great success, I still ended up feeling empty. So when you're connected to your soul, there is a sense of purpose and joy that no external approval can provide. Many of us want that, but we haven't been able to get there yet. And I say it's because you have not connected to your soul first. Another reason soul alignment matters is because it frees you from the need to conform. Imagine with me for a moment. You may close your eyes if you want, if you're in a safe space, or if you're, whatever. If you're in a safe space, you can close your eyes and imagine this. Living in a way where you feel so good and you genuinely feel so good to be you, regardless of others' expectations. Feeling good to be you. You start attracting relationships, career opportunities, and experiences that truly matter to you. The stress of fitting in, being a people pleaser, always doing what is right by their standards, all that stress fades away. And in its place, you find peace, resilience, and empowerment. You may open your eyes if you so desire. Now, the journey to soul alignment. Getting aligned with your soul isn't always easy. I have worked with thousands of people on soul alignment, and I will tell you, some of us really struggle, and it is not easy. It's a process that often starts with peeling back those layers of who we think we should be and getting into the heart of who we actually are. And that, my friend, is a hard process for some. And here's where core wounds can come in. These are those deeply rooted beliefs that tell us we're not enough, we're too much, or unworthy. I may know a little bit about being too much as I sing this. And I was told, so I'm 5'9", and I have been 5'9" since I've been 10. So I have looked like an adult since I was 10, even though I was not developmentally, mindfully, mentally developed as an adult. So people my own age would be like, you're too tall. And then as I grew up, I aged and I became spiritually aware. I became spiritually aware at a quote unquote young age. And so then people would say, oh, you're just too young. And I had stomach issues at one point, and that was because of core emotional wounds. Yay, that might be a thing for you too. So I would burp too loud. And then I would be told that I talk too loud, I talk too soft. It's just, I talk too much, I talk too little. I'm just too passionate. I laugh too loud. I walk loud. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm too perfect because I'm just too spiritual and not enough human. OMG. And what I have to say about the being too much is, my friend, unleash your wings. Own being too much. So I made an acronym out of much. MUCH. M stands for magical. U is unique. C is captivating. And H is harmonious. Own being magical. Own being unique. Own being captivating. Own your harmonious energy and nature and your innate ability to be too much. If that resonates with you, unleash your wings. And of course, the not enough and unworthy, but these are all deeply rooted beliefs that we have that are core wounds. And I'll have to tell you, by healing these wounds, you clear away the blocks that keep you from connecting with your true self. Yes, by healing these wounds, you're able to clear those blocks that keep you from connecting with your soul. So this process is the foundation of the healed process, where each step brings you closer and closer to emotional freedom and soul alignment. It does take commitment. It does take commitment to look into and feel those emotions inside that core wound. I avoided it forever, so I totally get it. But I will tell you, the rewards are fantastic. Just imagine feeling in flow with life, embracing your strength and facing challenges with confidence. Yes. All right. So if you're ready to begin the journey to soul alignment, my recommendation is a fantastic starting point is to discover your core wound. Understand this part of yourself will help you uncover the root of self-doubt or insecurity, but it will also open the door to a life that feels truly aligned. I created the Discover Your Core Wound quiz just so you could take that first step. It's a quick 2-minute quick quiz. And it is designed to give you insight into the beliefs that may be holding you back, but it will also help you see where the healing can begin. You can find the quiz linked in the episode description, or you could just head on over to, it's a bit.ly link, so bit.ly/discover core wound. And you otherwise just find the link in the episode description and just get started. Quick 2 minutes. In there is also some resources, an explanation, and next steps. So take this first step to understanding yourself on a deeper level, and you might just be surprised by the clarity it brings. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Healed Process podcast. Soul alignment is more than just a phase. It's a way of living that's available to each and every single one of us. If you're ready to connect with your true self, take that first step with the Discover Your Core Wound quiz and begin to uncover what alignment truly means for you. Stay tuned for more episodes as we dive into the powerful steps of the healed process, each designed to support your journey towards a life that feels free, empowered, and true to who you are. Remember, healing is not only possible, it's your birthright.